Short on time? We know the feeling. Here are the best single-sitting games to play on PC in 2022. As much as we love disappearing into sandboxes for hundreds of hours ticking off quests, there's nothing quite like starting a game and seeing the credits roll in a single evening. Thankfully, plenty of developers understand that we're content-rich and time-poor, and have been working away on perfect contained experiences, some of which will even let you have an early night. For that though, we'd suggest avoiding the horrors of the Mortuary Assistant and playing Donut County instead. So grab your Pro X gaming headset to make the rest of the world disappear for a little while. And let's dive into the best single-sitting games to play on PC this year.
I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued.
Let's kick off with a game with a dedicated meow button. The thing about Stray's 5-hour runtime is that it disappears all too fast as you explore an incredible neon dystopia as a ginger cat and their AI buddy. It's amazing just how fast we adapt to exploring as a feline, happily balancing on air conditioning units and jumping through windows. Assassin's Creed, eat your heart out with these leaps. Whether the exploration is slow enough to take screenshots of every neon sign, or you're running from the blight that lurks in the streets, every moment of Stray is pure immersion. There's plenty of charm here too, but nothing too whimsical thanks to the darkness of this universe. Don't pause on this one. It's been a long time coming, but Scorn has finally been released into an unsuspecting world. Truthfully, it might take you more than the 5 or 6 hour average runtime depending on how long you take in the horrifying scenery, but the game is absolutely worth dedicating an entire evening to. This is a world of intimidating squelchiness, where corridors of flesh and metal can lead to nowhere. Terrifying monsters lurk, and where your sanity might be pushed to the limit as yet another puzzle pulls the skin-covered rug from under your feet. Ebb Software has decided not to hold your hand through this world, so how you feel about that will dictate your experience of the entire game. But whether you make it to the nightmarish conclusion or not, Scorn has to be seen to be believed. This is another one of the longer games on this list, at between 5 and 6 hours for a first run through, but The Forgotten City is better for playing it all in one sitting. There's no real simple way to describe the intricacies of the ancient Roman plot, but a time loop is at work in a cursed city, and you might want to brush up on your philosophy.
Oh, wait, are you a bit, not right in the head?
The more you learn about the unique inhabitants and their plight, the more intriguing everything becomes as you change the future. Or is it the past? Incredibly, the game started out as a mod for Skyrim, before being developed independently in the Unreal Engine by a small team. This is a quiet masterpiece and an unexpected delight.
I trust you can see yourself out.
If you want to linger bravely in the Mortuary Assistant, you absolutely can. But for those who just want to reach the end, it's more than doable in a single evening. Recording and treating all of the dead bodies seems simple enough, as you follow each methodical procedure and tick everything off. But that's before the randomized phenomena aiming to send you running screaming out of that door into the rainy night.
Nope. New job. I'm getting out of here. I don't care how long I went to school. New career path.
It's eerie enough as you turn over bodies to look for marks and wheel them down the darkened corridor. But this is a game that makes sport of haunting you with its demons as you just try to do your job. So in theory, it can only take a few hours. But good luck at making it through without a break.
I regret every second with you.
Even if you've played the 2013 original, you're going to want to return for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. And yes, we should probably say been played by instead of played, as this is very much a game that pushes your buttons instead of the other way around.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
The Stanley Parable is beyond meta. It's an experience that's fully built on your knowledge of games and the tropes around them. And this time around, on top of the original campaign, if we can call it that, there are even more areas, more choices, and more hidden secrets. But of course, that's what it wants you to think. The main story is only 2 hours or so, making it perfect company for the nights when you just have no idea what you want to play. Just prepare to have your gaming brain warped at the same time.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Raccoons, French bulldogs, and one ever-growing gaping chasm of a sinkhole. Donut County is a unique mix of ideas with one central mechanic. You are in control of this widening hole, and the goal is to swallow up as much as possible. And yet, this is far from mindless. Items work in unique ways once you've gloomed them like Kirby. The order of things is never quite what you expect thanks to a clever physics system, and there's a quirky sense of humour to keep you company along the way. And the reason it's on this list? That sweet 2-hour runtime. That means that Donut County never outstays its welcome or overuses mechanics. Every minute feels new and exciting, and there's a pure, simple joy to watching everything disappear into the darkness. Go on, play the whole thing. And finally, we'll end with something else a little older but no less enjoyable. In fact, you might find Assemble with Care the most wholly satisfying game on this list. We play as an antique restorer who arrives in a small town and discovers it needs to be put back together in more ways than one.
As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix.
Not only do relationships need to be mended, but possessions too. And every individual item becomes a joyous miniature puzzle as we repair the many colourful broken gadgets and gizmos. It'll take you under 2 hours to fix everything that needs fixing, and afterwards you won't just feel like you've completed a game, but actually performed services to humanity too. Oh, and don't worry, there's nothing to stop you going in to do it all over again. So that's the best games to play in one sitting on PC in 2022. Let us know your favourite games where it's possible to see the credits roll in one night in the comments below. Drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more lists just like this one. If you already do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you always know when our next video arrives on the channel.